Hi, I'm Stella Birch with the Pony Express. Many restaurants have had to modify how they run due to COVID to help slow the spread. Some restaurants have expanded their patio, some have reworked their indoor dining, and some have even moved to all takeout. Golden Crown Chinese restaurant transitioned to doing all takeout in the height of COVID, and they plan to keep it this way until it is safe to return.
So we don't do dining anymore, it's just curbside pickup. And before COVID, we kind of all did all of the positions, but now we all have specific, like running, bagging, or doing phones, so it's like really separated. Well, we wear masks inside and outside, of course, and we sanitize everything like right after you touch it, and we don't handle money or anything without gloves, so it's just a lot of continuous cleaning. Well, bagging for sure gets really hard because you'll have like 6 orders up at a time, all for takeout, so you have to go really fast, and with only one person back there to social distance, it gets really chaotic.
Leo's Grill and Malt Shop decided to reopen after the dine-in restriction was lifted on June 1st. They have continued their patio and indoor seating, and they plan to stay open as long as they can safely.
Yeah, so we started with doing only takeout, and we had like no customers in our restaurant or sitting on our patio just to minimize like all contact. We did curbside, which instead of just bringing like things to people's cars, we would just set them outside. A lot of just trying to keep away like as much contact as possible. And then we reopened our patio, which is, since it's outside, tables are not only like spread out there, but there's just better airflow because it's outside.
Yeah, and so we also had a lot of space in the back patio that was opened up because we had trees back there originally, and we decided to remove those to allow more tables. And then once we opened up the dining room again, there were 10 tables instead of the 13 that there were, and there was blocks between the booths so that there was no cross-contamination between tables at the time.
So we're all obviously wearing masks, and we're like wiping down tables a lot more, like specifically now, like not just the tables, like everything that anyone would have touched. We have paper menus so that they aren't being like shared between people, and we're just like cleaning everything a lot more in depth than like we've always been very clean, but everything is just very sanitized now.
I do think that originally the 2 springs were very different. The spring last year was much more busy than this year, but the summers were nearly the same, I'd say. Both very, very busy, and a couple days we had this year were more busy than any day we had last year, but I think overall last year was busier. In the beginning of quarantine last year, we had a couple instances where we would deliver to local places, like we actually delivered to the I think there are a couple of restaurants that we delivered to downtown, like I think Lolo's ordered food from us occasionally, and the police department as well. Places within 5 miles of the location we would deliver to. However, it wasn't that popular at the time. I know that we have talked about, as a business, delivering more often and actually having more focus on that, and in the winter being delivery, takeout, dining room, and having the walk-up window, which I know is a staple of downtown.
We're just a small business, and like every other small business, especially downtown, we're just trying to get through this virus and come out on the other side stronger and better, and so we really just appreciate all the people that continue to come and eat with us.
This is Stella Birch with the Pony Express. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to support your local restaurants and stay safe.